I am going to show you how to make better chicken than KFC. KFC was one of my favorite foods before starting carnivore. I ate it far too often. And here's what it did to my body. At my worst, I was 100 pounds heavier than I am today. I had depression, anxiety, arthritis, IBS, gout in my foot. I had all sorts of issues that I now realize all were 100% from the foods I was eating. Foods like KFC. What's so wrong with KFC? Not the chicken. Chicken's fine. It's all of the other things they put on the chicken and they cook the chicken in. It's from the wheat flour, the dextrose, the modified cornstarch, the maltodextrin they coat the chicken in. The chicken is basically a delivery vehicle for carbs and seed oils and chemicals. They fry the chicken in canola oil. And then they have another ingredient that I can't even pronounce. I'm gonna butcher it. Dimethylpolysiloxane, which is a silicone-based anti-foaming agent. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? And so what I'm gonna do in today's video is I'm going to show you how to make chicken the star of the show. I'm going to show you, like I do quite often on my YouTube channel, how carnivore can be inexpensive but delicious. I am going to show you how to make better chicken than KFC. And this isn't clickbait, this isn't me hyping it up. I 100% believe if we went toe-to-toe with KFC, the chicken I'm about to make you is 100 times better. It tastes better. KFC can't replicate what I'm doing. Anyone can do what I'm about to do at home. And to make this even more fun, I'm not gonna just make 2-ingredient chicken. I am also going to do a special breaded with carnivore breading, stay tuned, chicken as well. We're gonna deep fry chicken up all sorts of ways, but I am going to show you how to make an inexpensive, incredible, delicious chicken dinner for less than the cost of taking your family out to one of these fast food restaurants, and is actually healthy. All right, what do we need to make this carnivore chicken that tastes better than KFC? This is it right here. This is one of my favorite things. What is it? It's beef tallow. Why is it in this jar? Because I have used this beef tallow to deep fry other carnivore foods in a previous video. Check out the playlist below. I have a lot of inexpensive, accessible, 100% legit carnivore recipes. I only do legit carnivore recipes. You can go on Amazon. We buy it by the bucket load. They have these big buckets of beef tallow, 100% grass-fed, grass-finished beef tallow. I'll leave a link in the description below. In fact, we have a link below of all of our kitchen cooking carnivore gadgets and gizmos and tallow and food products. But I'm going to be using this tallow and I'm going to be using this beautiful cast iron skillet. I'm going to fill this up. We're going to do a shallow deep fry. Now, one of the tricks, you want to make sure that your chicken is dry. And you want to pay attention to the quality of your chicken. If you can do better, do better. If you can only afford the cheapest chicken that's on sale from the grocery store, I believe that's 1,000 times better than what I used to eat on the standard American diet. But if you can meet your farmer and shake his hand and know what he's feeding the chickens, that's even better. Some people don't do great on chicken as carnivores, depending on what you're trying to heal from. If you have an autoimmune disorder, psoriasis, MS, things like that, you probably want to steer clear of something like chicken. All right, here's what I'm working with. I have chicken breasts, which I'm going to turn into the chicken fingers, chicken thighs, which is one of the fattier pieces of chicken, and these are smaller ones, so they should deep fry nice. And then we got the tried and true drumsticks. And what we want to do first is make sure to pat these down. You do not want to put them in there wet. One of the tricks with cooking with tallow is it's got a high smoke point, which is great, but you don't want to get it too hot. Like, you can use a thermometer. I never do. I just keep a really close eye on it. If there's a bunch of smoke coming up, it's too hot. You want to be just under where it's smoking. And the other thing is, people are going to say, well, this is so expensive. This is tallow we've already used. You can reuse this. After I'm done, I take this little sifter and I will sift out any of the crumbs or little pieces of chicken that are left. I'll put it back in here and we'll be able to reuse this again. All right, now we're going to do a real piece of chicken. Do one of these drummies. Hear that sizzle? We're going to grab a thigh. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. It's popping a little bit too much. I'm gonna let those keep going, and I'm gonna get the chicken tenders ready. How do you do chicken tenders with a breading that's legit carnivore? You get yourself some pork rinds. That's what you do, and you crush these up. All right, I got the chicken going. It's gonna take a little while. You wanna get it to 165 internal temperature. You wanna get one of these little instant read thermometers. Link in the description below for all of our kitchen gadgets and gizmos. While I got the chicken frying up behind me, today's video is brought to you by properhairhold.com and compassionatecarnivore.store. This is my daughter Emma's whipped body butter tallow. Emma and Katie run this business together, and they recently launched this. It's called Proper Hair Hold. You see how incredible my hair looks? This is because I use Proper Hair Hold. I've literally used it every day for over a year now. This is beef tallow and beeswax, and I roll out of bed like this some days, and my hair looks perfectly fine. It's healthy, it's good for you. Why? Because before I was using hair gel and mousse, and that has all sorts of chemicals in it, detergents in it, toxins in it. You put that on your scalp, it goes into your bloodstream. What you put on your body ends up in your body. I only want to put good things in my mouth, the food I eat, and on my body into my bloodstream. That's why I use Proper Hair Hold and compassionatecarnivore.store. Link in the description below, special offer. You can get a huge freebie if you order right now. Plus, you're supporting my daughters, and you're supporting a 6th-generation farmer that lives right down the road from me. That's where we get all of the tallow from this. Grass-fed, grass-finished, 6th-generation farmer. Now that I'm making a big mess, I got the pork rinds going right here. I'm gonna do a little egg wash. These are gonna be for the chicken tenders. This is like a good-looking one. Let's start with this one, shall we? One hand. Oh yeah, that is almost submerged. Let's submerge it. So close. All right, I'm trying some smaller pieces of chicken for the chicken tenders. These are all done. Oh, that looks fantastic. Crispy. Shout out Charger Mopar Rick. He has talked about heart attack chicken forever. I was looking on his channel and I found a video where he was eating it. Rick, leave a comment down below. Do you have a video where you prepare this? Because I'm sure there's things that I'm doing wrong here. This is my first time making it, but it looks incredible. Look how crispy that looks. 100% carnivore chicken tenders with a 100% carnivore chicken tender breading. All right, I'm finishing up. I got a bunch of chicken going in there. I got all of this chicken done. This is like a fraction of the price of going to KFC. 2 ingredients, super clean, but let's see how it tastes. First, I gotta taste one of these chicken tenders because I'm not gonna lie, before going carnivore, one of my favorite things was chicken tenders. Chicken tenders, dipping them in something with the breading. These are breaded, but they're breaded with 100% carnivore pork rinds. Look at how crispy and delicious this chicken tender looks. Now I'm gonna give it the crunch test. I'm gonna take a big bite out of it. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Dude, it is so good. Look, I gotta take my mic off. You gotta hear this crunch. It is so crunchy. Ready? Crunch, crunch mic. 3, 2, 1. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize that I missed chicken tenders and now I'm eating chicken. I would have thought that that breading would make it taste like pork rinds or like bacon or greasy. It's not. I swear, if I could just bring some general standard American diet person in right now and give them a taste test, they would have no idea this is completely carnivore. I would argue this tastes better than chicken tenders you could go get at some fast food place. It's clean, it's delicious, it's tender, it's literally tender. I don't know if you can hear it on there. It is crunchy. All right, now we're gonna try chicken drumstick. You get this crust on the outside from the skin. Here we go. I didn't realize until I filmed this that I miss chicken. I almost never eat chicken on carnivore. I'm not overhyping this. I feel like this is better than KFC. Now maybe it's because I've only eaten beef, butter, bacon, eggs for over 1,000 days and I haven't had KFC in a long time, but I feel like that tastes better. I don't want KFC. Leave a comment down below. Do you do chicken on carnivore? And if you enjoyed this video, I'm gonna have the playlist in the corner of the screen where I've done all sorts of other 100% legit carnivore cooking meals. And most of them are cheap. Most of them are inexpensive. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and tell a friend. We'll see you on the next one.